right. You ready to kick this off, baby?
Yeah, dumbass.
Yeah. Welcome to Comedians on Shrooms Getting Haunted. Yeah, this is the inaugural episode. I have my fucking beloved, very best friend, first guest. This is going to be awesome.
We're doing it. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. So about 40 minutes ago, we both ingested about, it was 3 grams of shrooms.
Is this? We're gonna go to jail.
We're probably.
Seems wrong. There's audio recording of us saying this.
Yeah,
we're on drugs.
It's gonna be fun.
We're on private property.
Yeah. So where we're at today, without their consent,
they know we're staying
They
here.
didn't say that we couldn't do that, though. You know.
Yeah, that's how.
That was not in the thing that you signed.
It did
You
not.
signed a thing.
I did.
They said how many people
Yep.
and what's the date.
Did you read the thing?
They did not say you can't take shrooms and
You're telling me that wasn't in the one
Wasn't.
piece of computer paper that lady gave you? They were very sweet, those
They
ladies.
were very sweet. They gave us a little tour of it and kind of gave her little set that she does for her guests.
They're doing tours tomorrow, but there's no way we're waking up.
No fucking way.
Well, they'll still be doing them at 11.
Yeah,
11?
Yeah.
So
That'll
with
be
the
about
time
we
that
gotta
they
check
kick us
out,
out.
then, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
There's
gonna be-
breakfast, haunted
It's
breakfast.
gonna be fun. So where we're at, we are in St. Francisville, Louisiana, at Myrtles Plantation, and
This is a haunted bitch.
this is a haunted. And it's one of the most haunted places in America. Home to 10 murders and 12
And 12
ghosts.
ghosts.
Yeah. So one of them like climbs in the bed with people at night.
There's been reports of like people laying in these beds,
little
and then they
boy.
feel, the feeling of a little boy.
Of a little
getting in
boy
bed.
getting
You know what I'm talking about? It's like
Yeah.
that, except you look down, there's just a ghost.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. I think I'm more scared of a little boy crawling in the bed with us than a
He's
ghost.
just, how'd you get in here,
Yeah.
little boy?
Yeah, grown men and little boys in the same bed that aren't related. Does it help that the kid's dead? Is that?
Yeah, I think that.
I don't know. I think that helps.
Yeah, it makes it better for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
This is going to be cool.
I'm excited.
I'm waiting. It's going to kick in even harder. We're not even at the start of this
you
stream
don't.
trip.
You don't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I don't know either.
You don't either. So we do have one the oldest guy here believes in ghosts.
Yeah,
Roger's
nobody
fucking
said that.
35 years old and still believes in ghosts.
Grow the fuck up, Roger.
Yeah, what the
All
fuck?
I said was, if we leave and all our shit is moved when we get back, wouldn't you be upset if we didn't get it on video?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If there was shit moved in here, I would have shit your pants. But it came. We left and went out in the rain, and then now it's exactly how we left it.
Yeah, it did. The storm hit right as we were taking.
So like that's a fun thing. There's a storm happening right now. Like the ghosts don't want us.
Yeah,
to be
they do
doing
not
this.
want us doing this at all. It's they're pissed that we're here right now. But yeah, we're gonna fucking pull through and do
I'm
it
very
anyway.
excited. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so excited. So when did you start comedy, Brent?
I started comedy June 5th, 2019.
Yeah.
We started on the
started
same day.
together.
I saw you. We were at Shingen River Brewery in Florence, Alabama. And I saw you wearing your tank top and your shorts
Yeah.
like a dumbass.
A headband.
And a
obviously.
headband. And I think I just wanted some solid, because I had friends there to see me, but none of them were going up. Like I had a buddy Kevin that was supposed to. He's actually my funniest friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My friend Kevin does not do stand-up comedy.
He's super funny. He's hilarious.
We were supposed to do it together. We got pressured by friends, and they were like, "Hey, we're going to go to this open mic. You guys should sign up." And so I got in the shower, and I remember like going over my set in my head, and I got out of the shower. Kevin calls me, and he's like, "Tell me what you have. Show me what you got." And I gave him like a couple of bits. He goes, "Yeah, we shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
We should not do. We're not."
So he
funny.
bitched out. He didn't do
so
it. I know he didn't
bitched
do
out,
it.
and I was like, "Well, I think I took what he said to heart. Like I did. I think he was right about a couple of the bits. So I moved some stuff around and changed. Took out one thing, added something else, and then did 5 minutes, and it was fine. It was good. But then I met you. You were at the bar.
We were at the bar. So I remember the first conversation we had. We were talking about you brought up name dropped Tony Hinchcliffe, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, this guy
Probably not
knows."
the best now. This was a few years ago.
Yeah, not the best now.
But yeah. Because
Yeah,
you were
love
sitting
it.
at the
Love
bar. I was
Tony
like, "Hey, are
Hinchcliffe.
you going up?" Because I needed a life raft.
Yeah, so I was like,
"Hey."
Yeah, and that was a solid reference.
Yeah, because you asked me, how did Tony Hinchcliffe have brought up? You asked me who I liked or something?
No, you said it was going to be your first time, and you talked about how you listened to Kill Tony to prep yourself up for it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, good times. And then, so we're recording this. It's June 2nd. So 3 days from today is our
comedy. Yeah, we're doing a show on the day before the 3-year anniversary, which is
in Florence at Where We Met.
Where we met. That's going to be fucking
we're
fantastic.
gonna eat shit. We're gonna bomb. It's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how romantic
Hopefully
this
it has
was, guys.
Because there was a time.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a comedy podcast. We're about to kiss.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That was, And then, June 5th will be 3 years. How crazy is that? You're in Tampa now?
I know. It's been a fucking
I'm in Huntsville.
crazy
I'm
ass.
an hour from where we started.
Crazy ass 3 years. So we got started there together. We met that night. So how I got there was we call it, or me and you have both done like one shitty open mic prior to
that was when we started doing comedy, but it was not our first open mic.
Yeah, that is when we started obsessively doing comedy.
Well, I would say it's when we started doing comedy, because a lot of people just do an open mic.
That's true.
And it was
That's fair.
I did one, and then a year and 8 months went by before that night at Singing River.
Yeah.
And did we both do the same one? We both did Copper Top in Huntsville for our first time?
No, I did stand up live. Yeah, because I didn't know. I didn't know that there was a scene in comedy.
I think that's how a lot of people feel. I think so many people show up to that fucking open mic at Stand Up Live in Huntsville.
Yeah, well,
that never come to any other mics. They just think this is going to be my big break. I'm going to get a Netflix special.
Like, I didn't know that there was an underground scene or open mics. I hadn't seen those advertised anywhere. Yeah. So I thought that was your one shot, and like you got to work there sometimes. It was just fucking
that's
clueless.
That's what people used to fucking think before podcasts were a thing, and you're able to get all the inside baseball stuff. That's what people thought. You do it and you get your big break.
Yeah,
they don't see no one ever saw like how Chris Rock came up with material. You just see, bigger and blacker, and you see him fucking pacing and stuff. And you're like, oh, this is.
Yeah, I didn't realize that people went up like 300 times a year. I thought that they just practiced this shit in their living room.
Had no idea.
That's what I did.
And look at us now.
Look at us now. It's
not doing shit.
Very far in. Yeah,
we're in a fucking haunted house.
Yeah,
with Miles and
Roger.
Hey.
Yeah.
Got some. Yeah. How are you? Are you? They kicking in?
They're kicking in harder now for sure.
Yeah, I feel silly
because we took on like 40 minutes ago. So it's gonna get weird where I'm just gonna sink deeper into this fucking chair as this conversation progresses.
So how'd you meet these two goobers?
We'll get there. Okay. So we're in the intro. So we started doing comedy a lot. We started getting booked a lot in Huntsville.
We're still at the beginning.
Yeah, don't take the focus away from Zach for our sake.
God forbid.
We'll get to their time.
We're getting there. Yeah. But yeah, so we started doing comedy a lot.
Well, it was nice to have a buddy, because Kevin bailed, right?
Yeah.
And it was nice to have a buddy to go on the road with and stuff, and just to write with.
Yeah.
I didn't know how important that was. Going in. When I did that first open mic a year and 8 months before we met, I didn't have that.
We took Ethan's class like immediately after that.
We did take a comedy class, which I'm not 100% proud of, but it is our pal.
He's one of our really good friends. Yeah,
and I think I don't know that we would have been as close to Scott.
I think you're right.
Had we not taken the class, and it was good. Yeah. And I think it is important. I think for us, it was a little. We were already doing it. The best thing you could do is just do it, and we were already, going to mics and doing the thing. I feel like what those classes are good for is for people who have no fucking clue, like you were talking about when you went to that Stand Up Live open mic.
Yeah.
No idea how the fuck it works, or thinking that was your big.
It was good because we both started getting booked from that. So taking that class helped us a lot. Like we got to both do Stand Up Live, the competitions there, and
I feel silly.
Yeah, I'm sort of felt pretty. Yeah.
You remember when we did that comic book festival?
Oh my God.
When we did SonoCon in Montgomery?
Yeah.
Should I be? Is that bleep that? Because we had to talk shit. This dude hit me up. We had been doing comedy like maybe 4 months. And we were doing well. Like, we were in Florence. I say well. We were in Florence, and we were doing, like, the brewery and then a sports bar. Yeah. And we were doing, like, comparatively, we were doing good.
Yeah.
And so I'm posting a bunch of pictures and stuff, getting excited. And then we started to get booked out of town a little, too. I think my first out-of-town show was Tuscaloosa, like, just slowly building the bubble outside of Little Florence, Alabama. And this guy hit me up, and he was like, hey, would you want to, because I post nerd stuff and I post comedy stuff. He was like, would you like to come do comedy at this comic book convention? And I was like, fuck yeah, that's my two favorite universes colliding. Let's do that. That's a great idea. And the only comic book convention I'd really ever been to was Dragon Con in Atlanta, which is a huge fucking
so you were kind of thinking.
So in my brain, this is what it's going to be like. It's a Montgomery version of Dragon Con. Dragon Con is like, you know, millions and millions of dollars from the fashion industry goes into this thing. It's split in like 5 or 6 hotels in downtown Atlanta. I was like, this is going to be great. And usually when they do little events, like comedy shows and stuff, they have it tucked away in one room at like the Westin in Atlanta. You know, there's all these different events going on, so they have little events secluded to one room. That's what I thought it was going to be. Well, we show up at this fucking Coliseum in Montgomery. Yeah. Biggest room we've ever done. It was like probably 30,000 empty seats.
Yeah, 30,000 seats is what we performed in front of 10 people who were waiting for us to get off fucking stage.
We were in the same room as the vendors and families and everything. Yeah. We're up there like telling our big jokes. It was miserable. They lined up for the cosplay competition right in front of us. So all these people are dressed up, just fucking stone facing us, not giving a shit about. Because I think there was a panel before us, so they just thought we were voice actors or something telling stories, and they're like, "What is this?
Yeah.
What is happening?" Miles Nesbitt, our buddy, was on stage, and he told a joke about dogs, and a lady dressed as a cat hissed at him.
Yeah.
And I was, during my set, a gentleman came and grabbed the mic out of my hand and made an announcement. Like, I set up a joke, and then you remember that? He grabbed the mic.
Oh, yeah,
like, hey,
yeah. So you were about to get to the punchline. The guy grabs the mic from you and is like, hey, the costume contest is about to start. If you guys want to line up over here.
I was so
the
fucking mad. I have a rage inside of me.
Oh, no. That was a terrible time.
That was not good.
We got an Airbnb for it.
Is that the worst gig we did?
It's got to be, dude. Hands down. I think it's still the worst gig I've ever done.
Something else. When the pandemic happened, we were doing like drive-through shows and shit.
Yeah, the drive-through shows kind of. So yeah, I didn't do that. I was booked for one, and then like they opened the doors, and Kim's like, "Let's just do it there."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling these.
Yeah, they're kicking in hard.
You guys want to eat some more?
No.
Not right now. I'm good right now.
Are you gonna eat some more?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
The quality drops. It's because Roger and Miles are tripping balls.
Yeah, somebody was blowing my phone the fuck
like
up
all of a sudden
right
it's
now.
gonna be.
This is like a different type of engineering
cell
now.
phone footage.
Yeah, it's fucking somebody.
Yeah,
get a bunch of texts. Thank you so much. It was such a good crew.
Well, this is a good crew. That's good.
Yeah, so I met Miles and Miles. I don't fucking.
We have another friend. Well, so it's Miles Neff, and our friend from Florence is Miles Nesbitt.
Miles Nesbitt. That fucks with me all the time. Still.
How do you keep us straight?
Hey, take your phone off the. Hey, this is a shitter.
Cut this fucking phone off.
This looks like a nice little bedside table. This is a.
Yeah, we're cutting the phone off because my friend's drunk and he's calling me right now. He does this
well, you should have answered it.
I should. No.
Look, this is a shitter.
Yeah, it's a shitter.
Oh, it is. No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could put a it's a hole straight to the ground. So are you supposed to empty out the bucket and just slide it under there?
I don't know. Never used a shitter like that
before. Well, the night is still young.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well.
Yeah, so talking about drive-in shows, we did that, and then
a fucking nightmare.
It was coronavirus. We're getting to
that was so. We were only doing comedy a year when that happened.
Yeah, so during COVID, we were going to move. We thought about moving. It bounced back and forth. Atlanta to Austin.
Yeah, I didn't move because I'm a pussy. Well, I moved to Huntsville, but that doesn't really count. And then you're in Tampa now.
Yeah.
Thriving. My little man. My little bouncing baby boy.
Yep. Got this. So back to the haunted shit here. So
yeah.
we'll just dive back and forth because we don't have any structure.
Miles, do you want to just rattle off some scary things?
Yeah, rattle off some facts about this, dude.
It was built by Whiskey Dave. Was it
Yeah.
Dave? Yeah.
Whiskey Dave.
That
General
was in
Dave.
1796
Does
was when
it-
it was built.
That's the one, yeah.
Why was his nickname Whiskey Dave?
He was General Dave Bradford, and he was
the Whiskey
like
Rebellion?
the head of the Whiskey Rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got pissed because they were trying to tax whiskey in Pennsylvania. And so he riled up a bunch of dudes, and old George Washington himself came and kicked him out. And some other guy about some legal battle about counting human people?
Yeah, there was some legal battle.
Yeah, there's
about,
a fucking
about
prepared
property, human property, apparently.
Yeah, so people owning slaves, which of course is bad.
It's a
They some drama over that happened, and he came out here. And back in the day, it wasn't the U.S., was it?
no, this was not the U.S. But Thomas Jefferson was the one who forgave him a couple years later.
Oh,
Not
yeah. I thought it
was John Adams.
Pardon. Was it John Adams?
It was Adams.
Okay.
Yeah, we are
It's
very
definitely
informative
Adams.
in this podcast. Actually, with this podcast, you just do your own fucking research because we're on terms.
Oh yeah,
don't
we
know
listened
this
to a few. There's unsolved mysteries about this.
We
place.
did, yeah. There's all kind of things. This is a super, like haunted place.
This part of the
Very
mansion
well
that we're
known
in
about.
is actually split up into a bunch of different hotel rooms, and there were some people like right through that door.
Yeah.
They were sitting outside. They're gonna hate us.
and they are going to hate us.
So if you hear anybody in the background, it might not be ghosts. It's probably just some drunk people getting home.
Yeah, it's a very good possibility of that.
So was Whiskey Dave one of the 12 ghosts?
I wish.
I don't know if that's
That sounds like
confirmed.
a cool ghost.
Whiskey Dave is
Whiskey
cool.
Dave would be a cool fuck. I don't think it is. I would remember that Whiskey Dave's a ghost.
Yeah. Okay. So Whiskey Dave dies. Nah, just nothing.
Yeah.
No drama. Just dies.
Yeah, yellow fever. Got him.
Got him.
What year is this?
That was 1808. He died.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That was real lightning,
Yeah.
by the way.
That was real landing.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
This could not be more perfect than we did this on a story tonight.
Yeah. That was.
I just shit Zach's pants.
Yeah, you did.
Did you pick up? Did the audio pick up that thunder?
It had to have at some
Probably.
point.
That was a scary.
I saw the lightning out the window, but oh man, that was
All right, I'm awake.
Whiskey Dave is
Yeah,
listening, bro.
I'm getting giggly. Okay, I will say this: like, as you're reading these facts, if I start giggling, I know he's talking about terrible shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Gary.
Oh, they're home.
Yeah, they're home. We can hear our neighbors. We're good.
Either that or
We're
they just
still.
also heard
I don't
the
think. I
lightning.
don't think they can hear us. So we're good. Yeah, they probably just heard the lightning too. Everybody's freaking out about that. It was super close. That was like in the fucking yard.
That was so goddamn scary.
That's way scarier than the ghost. Like,
Watch this be the scariest clip that we get, and it's just like all over social media. Just oh my god,
yeah.
That's the reaction shot we need.
this is a good shitty
So-
reality.
So tell me about Whiskey Dave's piece of shit son.
Oh, his piece of shit stepson took over the place. He might have done some terrible shit to some people, and
Well, that was yeah.
yeah, he did so much terrible shit that one of those people poisoned his whole family, including his wife and two children.
Children.
They all died. I don't know, but he didn't die from the
So it was
poison.
Chloe. It was one of
Maybe.
them. We were talking about some bad
Chloe,
shit.
yeah,
He
Chloe.
I remember hearing that he like stood on her neck. He cut her ear off.
Cut her
Yeah.
ear off for
Cuts her fucking
listening
ear off.
in on his
For listening
conversation.
to the conversation. And Chloe was a slave that was here.
Yep.
And so Chloe, she poisoned their food and it killed his wife and kid. Am I saying that
Wife
right?
and two kids, I think.
Wife and two kids.
I don't
Okay,
know
and
if
that's
that's
supposed
what
to be-
killed
It says
him.
yellow fever on
That's
the books,
three of
but we know
the
what happened.
murders that have happened here. Those are three of them.
I believe, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main three are Chloe, Cleo, and Kate are the main three that I've heard.
The main
Yeah,
three
the
ghosts that are
ghosts
supposed
that
to be
hang
here.
out.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah,
the
main
three ghosts.
So there's
But
12
apparently,
ghosts.
Kate's the little girl that hangs out up
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah. Is it
And then also
Chloe?
down
Chloe's
in
supposed
the
to be
building.
the good one. She like tucks people in.
I don't think,
think
any of them
Chloe-
are bad.
So we're gonna
from
fuck
the
this up because
description.
Cleo and Chloe are too goddamn close. The name.
So just to get this straight, Cleo apparently was a voodoo priestess that was
Okay.
hired by some
Yes.
generation later on to cure somebody else of yellow fever.
The baby Kate.
And turns out yellow fever responds to things that aren't voodoo. usually, typically. And so they got mad and hung this lady. It was before 1865, so everybody's like, "Oh, that's a great idea," for some reason. So she's around. Chloe is the lady who got her ear chopped off, and but yeah, they're all nice. I mean,
Yeah,
they're all trying to do the right thing here, and then just awful white people seem to happen.
That's the problem.
For sure.
Yep.
Can you tell the story about the 17th step?
Oh,
That was a cool one.
Yeah, so there was
don't have that
so
one
there was a
re-
guy.
Oh, yeah.
Was it who was it that got shot?
He was.
He might have been that awful stepson, wasn't he?
No, this was a couple
This is a later
generations
guy.
later.
Yeah, this was this is more recent.
Another rich guy
Yeah.
that owned people or
Yep.
something.
Probably.
Yeah.
We can assume
really
at that
fucking
point.
good job. We should have researched this a lot more than what we did.
Terrible fucking
he-
idea. We're
so-
all gonna get canceled.
Somebody called his name from the front door. He went to answer it and got shot.
Oh, and he made it. Yeah, and he made it up 17 steps before he died in his wife's arms.
Yeah, so
There was just a knock at the door. He goes and answers it, and somebody just shoots him.
Oh, they actually called his name, so whoever it was knew his
The
name.
murderer knew the victim,
Oh wow.
but they never caught the guy. Which, it's odd. You'd think with the forensic techniques they had in the 1800s,
yeah. Yep.
Fucking wild.
and that's why license plates were invented.
So supposedly you can hear footsteps up to the 17th
Up
floor.
to the 17th step, yes. So it'll
17th step.
yeah. yeah.
You're on the
How many
17th floor right now, bud.
Yeah, I'm higher than hell.
Yeah. It is kicking it. It really is. It's getting way more difficult as it progresses.
What does that mean, though? How could you hear footsteps up to it stops at 18? You can't hear it at 18. What does that even mean?
I don't know. Are they counting? Are people counting
Yeah.
the steps that he's taken?
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 17 steps, so
Yeah.
it takes
How
all
many?
17.
Yeah. I
Is
don't know
there
how
only
many. We need to go
17?
see how many steps
I'm just
are on.
assuming. I
No,
don't
I
know.
thought there was more than that.
Oh.
But these
I
aren't
don't know.
the
We're gonna
steps.
have to
We'll
ask
count.
that lady tomorrow.
Yeah.
She got us with that Scooby-Doo joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she was killing.
Yeah, we need to put her on
this.
this.
Yeah, she was doing her type 5. Yeah, she should be on this.
Yeah.
Did you? You've never had like a scary experience then?
No, I've never had like any paranormal. Have you? What about you? I've had one say it didn't count. Like so, I had one that I was scared. So there's one. Okay. Used to Old Union Cemetery where I grew up. It was like half a mile from my house. I used to walk past it all the time, and it wasn't like raining at all. But one time the whole sky just lit up, like for no reason, and like I got really scared and took off and went to the house. That's the closest I've had to anything. But then, like a few weeks later, the glowing tombstones. Like I'd never seen one before, and me and my friend like were walking, and there was a glowing tombstone, and we like were freaking the fuck
shitting
out.
your pants.
We were like, dude, it's a ghost. That is a
People have
ghost.
glow in the dark tombstones.
There's a glow in the dark tombstone that somebody put there, and I was like,
hilarious.
yeah, dude, it was terrifying. I was losing my shit.
That's
And,
crazy.
Yeah,
That's really funny. I want a glow in the dark tombstone.
I hope when I die, I have enough money to.
have a glow in the
Yeah.
dark tombstone. I think it was.
We're just gonna put those little glow in the dark stars on your tombstone.
Yeah, this wasn't a very expensive.
Oh, that's great. That'll
tombstone,
work for
I'm
me.
gonna
I think
tell
that'll
ya.
do it.
When you die soon, you're the oldest. So
Yeah,
And I am not taking care of this thing.
yeah.
what's cool is if one of us dies here tonight, you'll just be one of the ghosts. You'll be the 13th ghost.
That would be cool.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, or if all of us die, and we're just all ghost here, and I will definitely haunt people if we fucking die here.
Who is it? So supposedly, laying in bed, if someone tucks you in,
Yes,
Someone,
I think that is.
It's just some
Chloe.
nice lady. I don't.
Yeah, or that
there's
was
just
Annie.
a bunch of nice ladies that died.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of nice ladies. That's what we're gonna put it. They were just really nice.
bunch of nice
So
ladies.
nice.
Speaking of
I'm
women, have you
just
gotten
gonna
better?
start
Have you gotten
counting.
better at hitting on women?
Yeah, a little bit. We're not going to talk about this on the pod. But yeah, gotten a little bit better. You know,
That's good.
Yeah, just talk to them. That's it. That's all you got to do.
What was
They
your
do like
previous
That's my new
technique?
strategy.
Well, I
That's
remember.
my new strategy with women. So just
the night we met, and the reason I brought that up because I remember we met at Singing River, and then we went to the bar afterwards. We went to Wildwood Tavern.
Yeah.
And there were some young ladies there. I was like, I would like to talk to them. And we walked up, and then you just like
Didn't say
You were
anything.
there. You stood there.
Yeah. I'm just like
that was it. And I was like, because I guess I had the rush of like that first successful. I thought it was a show. At the time. You know, it was a first successful comedy thing. And then I was like, I could have talked to anybody.
Yeah.
That's what I also realized, that a lot of comedians are introverts.
They are. I've turned into more of an extrovert since I moved to Tampa. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're really outgoing." I'm like, "No, you fucking don't have a clue, buddy. I'm not." So what's your experience with psychedelics?
Oh, okay. So this is my like fourth or fifth time doing
Your fourth or fifth time.
mushrooms.
Okay.
I think like fourth time, because I did it. We had like a comedians retreat. I did it then, and me and my other Miles, we went on an adventure to the woods. So it's like my fourth time, and I've only done acid once, and it was real bad.
Oh yeah, that's my fave, dude. That is my absolute favorite. Well, see, I like psychedelics because they help you. Because, like as you know, I've had a lot of traumatic shit, and it kind of has helped me deal with all of that stuff.
Yeah,
I think during COVID, that's when I started like tripping all the time.
Yeah,
because as my mom got really sick, and after that, I took that, started tripping, and that. It really kind of helped me cope, and it helped me like function better.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. I think that when I did acid, I wasn't dealing with shit. Like it was in college, and just all my anxiety hit me at once. Like thinking that everybody hated me and was thinking about me all the time. Like anytime I would go somewhere, so I tripped acid. And it was nice. I did the things that I was supposed to do. We were like, me and a buddy were catching fireflies and listening to Dark Side of the Moon and shit.
Yeah?
It was dope. And then another buddy came and picked me up to take me to this party. It was like our old boss from Florence that we used to work for. And that was the longest fucking car ride of my life. It was probably a 15-minute car ride. I felt like I was in the car for fucking ever. Because does acid mess with your perception of time?
It absolutely does. Yes.
It was crazy. And then we show up to the party, and there's so many fucking people there. And it was I had quit. I had worked at this convenience store in college, and we went to the owner's huge fucking like house, and I'm tripping balls right now. And I'm going back to the night. I had 2 months before this party, I had quit my job at this convenience store to like take my dream job at a radio station in Florence. And so I get there, nobody had seen me in 2 months. So we walk in, and it's a swimming pool party, walking in the backyard, and just everybody at this fucking party goes, Brent! And I was like, ah! Like I was terrified.
Yeah?
I bet if they heard that, they shit. I was like, what is that? Did somebody just screech? But I was it just all hit me at once. And I remember like my boss or my former boss was like asking me questions, like a dog jumped on me, and then somebody was asking me questions about the radio station, and I was just like, leave a message after the beep. Like I was not.
Yeah.
And I was panicking.
That is not the way to do it.
So much at once.
The first time.
And I remember I walked back inside the party. I walked past the gentleman that, like my buddy Jake that I got there with, walked past him and went out to the car and then called him and said, hey, we gotta go.
Yeah.
And I thought I had ruined. And this is like when I started dealing with my anxiety and started like doing meditation and shit. So I guess it's good that this happened. But I felt like I ruined every relationship that I had at that party. And then the next day I went into the convenience store where we used to work, and no one remembered me being at the party.
Really?
No, yeah, we had to have been there for 5 minutes. I thought I ruined every motherfucking, I thought I just embarrassed myself. No, and they were drunk when we got there.
Yeah.
And so no one remembered.
That was good.
I mean, I didn't do anything weird, apparently. I just felt like I did.
You felt like you did. Well, see, I done the same thing. Like my very first time I took
But then
acid.
after that, there's no going back. Like once that bad trip starts, you're just spiraling.
Yeah.
You just had to wait for it to stop.
Until it's over.
So that's the only time I've done acid. I need to do it.
Well, the first time I did it, I was at MTSU, and I was not in a familiar place. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, Marshall, we're gonna trip acid tonight." No, it's not at all. So we just were. That was like what I always wanted to do. Like when I was a kid, I was like taking every drug, building up to taking acid. And I was like, this is it. I'm doing it tonight. So me and Marshall, we went to MTSU with his cousin Ty. They probably don't want this fucking out there. But
We
Beat
can
Ty.
believe some
What's
names.
Ty's last
but
name?
we
and
beat
address?
both of those names. We'll beat both of those names. Remember that. But yeah, so anyways, we're at a party, MTSU, and is it hitting you pretty good now? Yeah, I felt it.
Keep going. You're doing
So we're at a party at MTSU, and we're sitting here. We take it. 40 minutes later, we roll up this the biggest blunt I've ever smoked in my life today. It was a Titan cigar, so it was massive. We all just passed it around, and that's when it hit. It was right after that, and I was like, oh shit. And everything was good. Like, we're having a good time. Like, the vibes are coming. It's just these people.
Wait,
it
say what you
creeps
just said
in.
again? You smoked a cigar with acid
We smoked
on it?
well, it was a blunt. We gutted it. It was a Titan blunt is what it was called. So it was massive. They filled
Okay.
it all full of weed, and then we smoked that while we were on acid. And yes, so everything was good. Like, it was, the time was right. Like, right after we smoked it was hitting us, and everybody there was really cool, and we were having like a good time. We were like watching this little thing. It was like PlayStation back then. They could do like tricks with it. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so they were doing that, and that was like a lot of fun, and we were having a good time. Then all these other people just started coming through the door, and we're like, who the fuck are these guys? You know, like, you're not part of this little crew that we're in, and it
And that's
started
how I
getting
felt.
really weird.
That's how I felt when they picked me up to go to that party. It was like they were coming into my gross little dungeon. I was like, I felt like they shouldn't be there. Like, I felt gross. I was like, I got to go to this party or else I'm not cool. Like,
Yeah. So you got peer
continue.
pressure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so that was it. Like, and then, it got really bad, and I felt like awful. Me and Marshall just kind of like were partnered up over
So
in
you
the
had
corner.
a bad trip your first time too.
Did have a bad trip the very first time. Haven't really since then. But yeah, so finally at the end of it, I still loved it. Like, I still enjoyed it. Like, we ended up watching like fucking Andy Griffith at like 4:00 in the morning, and we drove back. We went back to Lawrenceburg, and I was going to try to find some more, and I did not know that you can't take it to this. But then, like, I was also like,
You're not supposed to take it back to back.
I wasn't going to take it back to back anyway, because I was like, I want to do this again, but I did not want to do it right after. So that's the cool thing with psychedelics, is it's not like I gotta have this again. It's like, whoa, like,
It's so scary that it makes you different. Like, that scares the shit out of me, that you can do drugs and then be a different person afterwards.
that's good though. Like, you can,
Like, it's a good,
it's a good what?
But it's like but it's also like an argument could be made that it's a foreign thing. that you're
True,
adding
if you're not
to-
prepared for it, but like, it's a good way
definitely
to
wasn't
like
prepared that first
Oh,
time.
absolutely. I bet. How
Now
old were you?
I practiced. How old was I? I don't know. It was close to my birthday. It was like close to. It was probably like. I bet it's like to the day. It's probably like 5 years or something.
Okay.
I mean, I was young.
So you're
probably
still
longer than
like
that. I'm
20
So I'll be 30 June 7th.
Okay, so you're probably like 22 or
I
something.
bet I was 22. Yeah,
Okay.
I was 22, 23.
I was like 17, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 17 or 18. And
17, 18. I mean, I didn't do any drugs besides weed.
oh, dude, I was fucking rocking
Well,
it early. Like,
yeah,
we were me and my boy back in the day. We used to shoplift Robitussin, and we would like down 2 bottles of that shit, dude. We'd get fucking gone.
I think I did.
Robo tripping at like a super early age.
Some guys that I hung out that I partied with were doing like tested and shit, but I never really.
Yeah, well, we used to get on the site, so it's called Airwit, and it would tell you, like, people, it was kind of like a journal, and people would just go in and document their experiences. So he would read up all this shit. I started looking up too, and I was like, dude, if we take 25 Benadryl, then that's like tripping on acid, is what everybody said. So we took 25 Benadryl, and it was not like tripping on acid. It was fucking way worse.
Once you leave the hospital,
No,
then
you had to like fight to stay awake, and
Yeah.
it was
Well,
it
that's
was
crazy.
it was
that you fought to stay
terrible.
awake on 25 because I took 2 the other night because I broke out from the sun
Yeah, you're just not.
and I was out. I have a very low time. I mean, I never take.
Well, that was the
Benadryl
things
or
you were
shit.
supposed to like. I mean, I was fucking 14 when we were doing this, so
Tell the story. I haven't heard it in a long time. The Waffle House story?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, this was I kind of referenced it a little bit. We would do like Robitussin. We would, so me and my boy, I'm not going to say his name. So what we did was
What's his name? Say his name.
We're just going to, Travis. Let's bleep it out. Fuck it. Actually, you know what? You know what? I think Travis will fucking be down with this. But anyways, so we went to Walmart and we tried to get it, and they were like, "No, you can't." Like, because they just passed a law. It was like it had Sudafed in it, and they were like making Tennessee as rampant in the fucking meth game. You know what I'm saying? So they thought
ingredient for meth.
Yes, so some kind of law in Tennessee where you can't buy like multiple. I was like, my grandmother is really sick. You know, I was trying to like sell this.
She can't stop coughing.
Yeah, can't stop. She needs 4 bottles of Robitussin. So anyway, we ended up just like, all right, fuck it, let's go to Kroger. We walked across the street, went to Kroger.
And Kroger didn't give a shit.
Well, we went and we picked it out. We found this little frail little old man who is definitely dead now. But he was like,
Why did you kill him?
No, we just went up to him and was like, he don't have a fucking clue. And then he just rang up all 4 and like didn't even blink an eye. We just went out.
Did you literally, hey, mister?
No. We just he was the cashier. Oh, yeah. So we went up to the little frail old cashier. He rang him up.
Balls.
We went out, and then so we just drank them in the parking lot, and then we went. And my buddy, who was fucking calling me just a minute ago, actually, he was like a responsible friend. I'm not gonna say his name because he would not be cool with it. But so we were meeting him at the movies. We were gonna ride back with him, and we end up going, and we're waiting for him at Waffle House, and we are fucking going, son. Like, we were feeling, like, good. Mm-hmm. And Travis, he just starts telling the waitress. He's like, yeah, we just drank 2 bottles of Robitussin. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Well, when you're young like that, you think it's cool.
Yeah. Well, he had a good response. He's like, dude, she's a Waffle House waitress. He's not going to tell anybody, you know? And I was like, yeah, you know what? He's right. But he's like just spilling his heart to this girl, telling her everything that's going on. And then Travis disappears. I cover the check. I just paid it. He's in the bathroom. And I'm like, what the fuck, Travis? He's been gone for a long time. And I go in there and I open the door and there's fucking puke everywhere but the toilet. Like, he is just laying on the floor, puke everywhere. I'm like, Travis, we gotta go, dude. And I grabbed him and I just started fucking pissing in the floor. I was like, I gotta fucking fuck shit up too, dude.
What was going through your head? Why did you piss in the floor?
Because he was puke. There was puke all the way up to the toilet. And I was 15. I was like, I'm gonna fuck some shit up too. Travis done. He can't shove me up here. Yeah, I grabbed him. We walked outside. We were like leaving. And like he says to the it was the Waffle House waitress, he goes, I'm sorry. And she goes, oh, no, honey, you are fine. And he just looks back and goes, no, you'll see. And then that was it. We timed it out perfect. They were out waiting for us. Like, they were fucking super disappointed. I had to like drive back with him and get like a I don't know about you boys type of talk the whole way. Yeah, because they were 16.
That's a really fucking good story.
It was fun. Would not do that again. But yeah.
Was that your worst, like, I don't know, like drugs experience? Or was that?
But I've done like about everything. I don't do anything other than psychedelics now, and I smoke weed. But yeah. That was probably, I would say that was the lowest I've stooped for anything. Sure. Yeah. Never had any addictions, luckily. And maybe it's because of the psychedelics. I hear that it helps with that. But
really, it helps with addictions to other things?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, studies have suggested that anyways. It's gotten people off of things, like, especially like nicotine is one of the main things that people, they'll trip and then they just don't. They're like, fuck it, I don't need to smoke anymore, and then they don't. And then like alcohol, I don't know about like heroin or anything like that, but yeah. So it's actually it's a good thing, It's not bad. Shrooms aren't as bad as people make them out to be. Public service announcement.
Do shrooms,
Yeah,
kids.
do shrooms, kids.
Do it with your families.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we went on a little rant there.
That was good.
Yeah,
I think that was
that
good.
one's going in,
That was
baby.
good
We can cut all
material,
that. We can
for
cut
sure.
every other fucking thing out. We're going now, baby.
Let's just make this a Waffle House podcast.
What is the wisest? Yeah.
That's good shit. I don't think I have a good Waffle House story. God, I love Waffle House. I'd fuck up some country ham right now.
Yeah.
What's your Waffle House order?
My waffle, I just get the all-star breakfast, dude, every time. I get hash browns instead of the fucking. I don't do grits. I'm Southern. We don't
Really?
do
I always get grits.
Don't do
when I'm
grits,
Waffle House,
dude.
bro.
Can't do. I can't.
Extra
You like
butter.
them?
Extra, but yeah, I fucking love
Dude,
grits.
fuck grits.
Hell
Grits
yeah,
is
bro.
so good.
No.
Yeah, I'm not a big like pancake or waffle guy. I don't like
Me
sweet.
either,
I don't
yeah.
like sweet shit. I'm a savory boy.
Yeah.
I like country ham, 2 eggs over easy, hot sauce. Then I do like grits, but if we went tonight, I would go because it's hash browns or grits, right? I like those hashies.
Yeah.
You could probably get both. There are no rules. It's Waffle House.
Yeah. You can do whatever
You
you
can do
want.
I mean, yeah.
No,
What do you pay?
You can fucking
$1.29
murder
extra,
somebody.
and you get the other thing.
Smothered and covered, baby. I had a bad, I guess, drug-related experience. Did I tell you about the time I went blind at Memphis in May?
Yeah, you did. I think. Yeah. Go on.
I went to Memphis in May, which is a music festival in Memphis during the month of June, and it was 1,000 degrees. It was actually in May, and it was 1,000 degrees, and we were on Beale Street drinking all day, as you do, and no water. And we get to the concert, and there was 2 bands that I was excited about. It was like Rise Against, Cage the Elephant, back to back, and we go to Cage the Elephant. And or Rise Against, and we're waiting for Cage the Elephant. You know, you try to get as close into the pit as possible because when the band that you actually want to see comes up, you want to be up close.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'd been drinking all day, then a blunt gets passed around, and you know when you stand up too fast and you kind of see stars for a
Oh, yeah.
second, but then you blink and it goes away. Well, I blinked and it didn't fucking go away. I just couldn't see no more.
Yeah. You know.
And
Yeah.
Miles was standing next to me, my buddy Miles, different Miles.
God damn, how many are there?
There's so many. No, I guess there are 2. Neff and Nesbitt.
Okay.
So Nesbitt, we'll say Nesbitt. He's like 2 feet shorter than you. How tall are you, Miles?
6 foot even, just about.
6
if
foot.
I stand up straight.
I bet he's gonna fucking hate me. I bet he's like 5'6", like or 5'8".
5'8".
Probably 5'8". 6 is short. 5'8".
Yeah, he's gonna fucking hate you.
So he's standing next to me, and I was like, "Hey man, I can't see." And he was like, "I can tell this motherfucker to get out of the way, but I think we're as close as we're gonna get." I was like, "No, motherfucker, my eyes ain't working." And so, and they had just announced like where the ambulance. He's like, "Do we need to take you to the ambulance?" And by now, like other people around us in the crowd are catching wind to what's going on. So they lead me out, and I'm like running into people I can't fucking see. And as soon as we got out of the crowd, I could start to see again. Somebody got me a water. And I remember the dude that followed us out was pissed that I wasn't. I was like, "Are you?" He was mad, I guess, that he lost his spot, and then I wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, sorry to
Getting in that ambulance, bro.
so you're fucking. And like Miles was like, "Nobody fucking asked you to come." But that concerned me. Not enough to go to the hospital, but I went blind.
So I've got a similar experience with that. I know what happened to you then. Probably, I don't know.
Dehydration.
You got
probably.
dehydrated,
and then the weed raises your heart rate.
Yeah. Well, what happened with me, I think mine was like an altitude thing. And I've had these like sporadically throughout my life. Like maybe once every 2 or 3 years, I'll just randomly fucking drop. And one time I was in Seattle. I was with my buddy. I was visiting him and his wife. We were going to go to a Mariners game. And I was going to get like tickets close to them. And I was in line. And I felt it coming on. I knew what it was like when I was going to pass out. I was like, "No, I fucking got this." I was like pepping myself up, you know? Like, "No, we're not going to fucking fall out here." And then like immediately when I did that, I was like, "No, I got to." And I started walking and I took 2 steps and I fucking woke up and there was blood like all next to my face.
No.
I spit out part of the back of my tooth. I thought that like all of my teeth were gone. Like I just spit out the back of my tooth. Everybody everybody was like around me. That was ironic because there was one of those Jesus is alive and real, one of those street preachers.
Yeah.
And he was like, and I remember waking up hearing him, and I was like, oh shit,
That's out of a fucking movie.
Well, they ended up, so they called the ambulance, and the ambulance gets there, and like as soon as I came to, like, because it happens and then it's gone, and I was like, no, fuck this. I was like, I'm going to this goddamn game is what I'm doing. And I had to like convince these two cops, so they're like trying to get me to go in, they're like putting me on like a stretcher, and I just fucking jumped off like I was Mankind in 1998 and was going back up on the cell, baby, you know. Like we were fucking doing this. I was going in the game, and one of the cops was luckily he was like super cool, and he ended up just they pointed out because my shirt was just covered in blood. He's like, "What are you gonna do?" And I was like, "I don't know. Just get a shirt in there." And he's like, well, where at? And I was like, I don't know. And I'll go go to the bathroom and clean myself up.
You think you were still like concussed at this point? You couldn't.
No, maybe. Well, I made a joke, and that's kind of when they let me. He's like, I'll just go to the bathroom, and clean myself up. He's like, there's not bathrooms. I was like, well, maybe that's why you got fucking people passing out in the street. And then so he ended up, they escorted me and bypassed that whole fucking line. It was like it was my little plan the whole time, you know? Yeah. But no, they walked me in the game, and I just sat there, and the dude brought me a shirt. It was the Special Olympics night. So I'm sitting up there in a fucking Special Olympics with a swallowed up face like this right there. I look like I just escaped off the field from our performance that we just put on. And I was sitting up there by some random stranger because I wasn't going to go sit close to the family. I was like, I'm going to this game, but I'm going to sit as far away from them as I can.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting next to these two guys. I didn't say a word to them the whole time. My face is just fucking dripping blood. Like I had a huge scar. Like I got a scar still like under my chin.
Prove it. Let's shave that beard.
But
let's shave your beard.
It was crazy, but it was awesome. So I met up with them. They nursed me back to health. Like Brian and his wife were so great to me. They took me to a ferry 3 o'clock in the morning. We're getting a little off story here, but so I got off the ferry 3 o'clock in the morning. This dude.
You got off.
I got off the ferry. No, this dude pulls up to me
at 3 o'clock in the morning.
This dude pulls up to me. He's
2022. They're twinks now.
Hold on, let me go. He's got a British accent. He's like, hey, bruv. That's what he said. He's like, hey, bruv, do you know where the ferry is? And I was like,
I feel like you're making shit up.
No, this is true. I was like, yeah, like the ferry is literally the only thing I know where it is. It's right there. I just got off of it. And then I told him, he's like, you got a sick accent, bruv. And he's like, come over here and talk to me. So I was like, okay, fuck it. And then like I went over, he pulled over, and I just got to his window. He's like, get in the car, bruv. And I was like, oh, fuck. You know, I was like, okay,
You're
sure.
terrible at accents. You just say the word bruv.
I just say bruv. That's my British accent. I still do. It's Southern, but bruv is it. Yeah.
Howdy, bruv.
But I get in the car with this fucking dude, and he was like, he goes, you ain't a cop, are you? And I was like, oh, shit, something's about to go down. And I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, do you do drugs, bruv? And I said, yes, I do. He's like, well, I'm about to get on this ferry, and I have this Coke, and I don't want to do it all by myself. I can't do it by myself, and I don't want to throw it out. He's like, do you want to do a couple of lines? And I was like, yes. I was like, as long as you do a few lines first. And then he did it, and
this is all the same day that you smashed.
This was 12 hours later because the game was a night game, and we get up the next morning. So then I do that with him, and then I was riding that train.
Morning cocaine you're doing?
Cocaine, Casey Jones, baby.
Yeah, what time was it? This is morning cocaine, breakfast cocaine.
Breakfast cocaine. This was yeah. So I did that, and then took the Amtrak back to Portland, and that was fucking crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, we did get off.
I would not done cocaine with that straight. You and I are
he did it first.
People.
He did it first.
I would not have done cocaine with that stranger.
Yeah. Well, it's what they prepped us for all through school is that one stranger. And I feel like I made the right decision that day.
That's a really cool story. It
was cool.
Great. Yeah.
It was fun.
That'd have been a way weirder story if you were a lady.
Yeah, would have. Okay.
I've never done. I don't do cocaine a lot. I've only done cocaine.
Not a fan. Not a fan of it. This is all I like to do, but It's offered.
Yeah.
Like, it's being
I
polite.
was never.
Being
I think,
polite not to.
Do you think it's
know?
because we're ADHD that cocaine doesn't really?
Maybe. I think that's probably. I don't know.
Because it's just like
I know
Adderall.
plenty.
but
I know
it
plenty
doesn't
of
last
people
as long.
who still like cocaine. That
Maybe if I had money. So before I tried cocaine, I called my dad, and I was like, "Hey man, you ever done cocaine? Oh fuck, this is gonna be out there. Maybe cut this out. I'll tell the story just to make
Go to
it
Patreon.
So I called my dad. I used to lie a lot as a kid, and then like I hit a certain age, like in my 20s, where I just decided to be like super honest all the time. Like with my parents, like it just makes things easier. And I think I was a pathological liar growing up. Wow, I told you this was going to turn into therapy. But then when I was in my 20s, college, I was like, I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm going to just be honest. And so I called my dad, and I was just like, hey man, like, you ever done cocaine? And he was like, why are you asking? I was like, well, I'm going to a bachelor party, and there's going to be a lot of it. I was just curious about your personal experiences, if you think I should try it. And he goes, okay, I've done it twice. And he's like, one time was real good, and one time was real bad. I don't know if there's one. The good one, I don't think I should tell on the. But well, he said a lady like snorted cocaine off of his penis.
Yeah,
and then
that's the good one.
That's the good one.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then the bad one was like he was on a 2-week long drinking binge. My dad works. My dad's like a big blue collar like construction guy, and he was at work and he was on like a 2-week drinking binge. And probably not 2 weeks, it's probably an exaggeration, but he was feeling like dog shit. And somebody was like, hey, man, put this in your nose. It'll turn your bad feelings into good feelings, Dewey. And so he did it, and he said his nose bled for, like, days.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I don't think it was good. What does that mean?
That means it was probably good because every time, like you used to, I knew it was good coke if my nose started bleeding.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's
it
what's
was
supposed to
every
happen
time I
when you
had
do
the
it.
best
Like,
coke
this shit's
buzz.
good, and you're like, blood.
The best coke buzz I ever had, a few different times, my nose would always bleed, and yeah, this never happens anymore. So, man, like I said, earlier I was like, yeah, I only do psychedelics. I'm like, yeah.
You can leave that in. My dad's never going to watch this shit. Growing up, my dad's advice on drugs was don't buy them. He's like, just do something. That was his advice, was just be a mooch, and then you won't get addicted. If you don't form a habit, you don't buy it, you won't get addicted. If you just do it, so cocaine, I think I'm not addicted to it because I'm poor. I don't buy it.
It's good. It's good advice. That's what I do. If I'll do it, if somebody's like, "Hey, do you want to do some coke with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely."
That being said, I will Venmo you guys for these mushrooms.
Man, nah.
I'll just put mushrooms in the Venmo thing.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, you're good. Free birthday mushrooms. By the way,
I
it's on
wonder
here.
if any of this will even. Are we going to get sued? Like, how much of this?
I don't know.
Allegedly.
I think we're good. I don't think it's going to blow up that much. I don't think we're.
Too
I don't
many
think the
people have
quality.
seen this.
I don't think the
Stop
quality of
watching it,
this
please.
fucking.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to be like, oh no, I wish fewer people had seen it.
Yeah. But yeah, so back to the dads. My dad was he was kind of like that. He's dead. He's dead as fuck now. Yeah,
Real dead.
but he was like that growing up. He just like we were listening to Eminem one time. I was listening to the Mushroom song, and that tells you enough. We were listening to Eminem Mushrooms when I was 11.
Well, your parents are also.
And so we were listening to that song.
Real quick, your parents are very young.
They
right?
were, yeah.
So you had cool,
we
young, hip parents.
we kind of raised each other.
See, my parents were like in their mid-30s when they had my sister, who's a year older than me. So we didn't have cool young parents. I love my parents, but they're not cool, hip, young, listening to Eminem. You know? But go on, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, so we were listening to Eminem Mushrooms, and I just kind of looked at him, and I was like, Dad, have you ever tried mushrooms? And I was kind of like hoping he was going to say no. And he was like, yeah, that shit was crazy. And he just started telling me like mushroom stories when I was 11, and was
That's
like,
pretty young to figure out. At some point, everybody figures out.
he was
that
just
their parents
always
are just people.
Yeah, he was always honest with me.
That's important for your mental health too. Is just to realize that your parents were just people. And they're just trying their fucking hardest.
Yep, that's right.
Anyway, sorry your dad's dead.
Yeah, it happens.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Good.
Yeah, I'm tripping on shrooms.
Tripping mushrooms in a haunted place with your friends.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad we're here.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Glad Roger and Miles are here.
I know. What a fucking
We
awesome.
are too.
We have a great crew here. Could not have fucking gotten better people. It's been such a fun time we've had here. Just the whole trip is cool. We got some dates lined up.
Yeah.
We can't plug anything because we're gonna this will be out, no telling how long.
Yeah.
We will have bombed the show a long time ago.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's New Orleans. We're venturing to New Orleans tomorrow. We're an hour outside of New Orleans.
Almost 2, I think. About 2 hours. Yeah.
So about you, Brent, you are.
You want to talk about your dead family anymore?
I want to talk about. Yeah, we can. We can go on.
I was kind of fixated on that. I'm glad you're doing well. Do you feel like you're getting better at handling?
Just life happens. Just had a lot of life
I'm
happen.
gonna start crying. The mushrooms, fucking. I'm an emotional little boy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, this helps you cope with a lot of stuff like that, like trauma. Yeah. Shrooms is very good for trauma. Like whenever I was taking it, like we had mentioned before, my mom had breast cancer, and she. During that time, we weren't sure because.
I'm sorry, I'm giggling.
It's good. No,
it's not funny that your mom had breast cancer. I'm sorry, Tracy.
No, you're good. You're good.
But I was thinking of. Do you remember when Miles Nesbitt's roast joke?
We're not going to bring that one up. But that was a good one. But yeah, so like it helps with that, like because I was like. Just a fucking huge ball of stress. Like I didn't know, like, because we had COVID too, the same shit. Yeah. So I didn't want to go around her. I didn't want to fucking do anything because I was afraid that if I got her sick, then she, it would be my fault. It's a lot of shit like that. So I remember, if you remember correctly, like I kind of just disappeared from everybody. I was the first motherfucker panicking about COVID when it happened. And I didn't do comedy. Like I went 2 months without it. And then I started tripping. Like me and my mom had like a big talk about it. And she's like, yeah, you got to keep doing, life. And I remember I took shrooms and then I called you like the next day. I was like, dude, fuck it. We're back in it, baby. We're doing comedy. We started having them in my house. Me and my mom did this thing where it's like, okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to just call each other every day, and which we still do now. So it's, yeah, every day.
Call her every day?
Yeah, every single day now.
I need to do that with my parents. I don't call them enough.
Yeah, every day. That kind of put that into perspective.
Well, yeah,
so,
sure.
And I couldn't,
Your mom is the fucking cutest. I saw her when you did Epic Comedy Hour in Huntsville. She goes, hey, Brent, I have hair.
Yeah.
I wanted to kiss her square on her face. She's so sweet.
Yeah, she's really cool. Very cool mom. Hey, Mom.
Cool mom.
Yeah. Wow. So, you're currently dating a comedian.
Yeah.
How's that going? What do you think about dating comics?
It's going good. I wouldn't go out of your way to date comics, but it just makes sense. Like, okay, so I think what we were told and what anybody's like, don't date other comics, and I guess it can get messy. She's in a different scene.
That's what I see. I feel like the only way that it's going to work for me is if I'm dating a comic, but also I don't want them in my scene because if it doesn't work, then shit gets awkward.
Jerry Seinfeld says that when you meet another comedian, you automatically have 1,000 things in common with that person.
Yeah.
And so it just makes sense. Like, it's all I fucking do. Especially now, I'm starting to, I'm 3 years in, so I'm starting to, like, have to prioritize and stuff. But before, it's just you go, so that's all I ever talked to, or it was comics. I never talked to my other friends that are non-comics. They come to open mics for a little bit, but then they realize it fucking sucks, so then they stop. And they hear the same jokes over and over again, so eventually all you have is comedy, and so she and I would see each other at shows and stuff, and eventually you moved away too, so then you moved to Tampa, and then so I'm going to these shows by myself, and so instead of just standing in a corner like talking shit about the other comics, I'm having to I see Paige and I'm like, oh, I know Paige, let's talk to her, and then she's just cool as shit. So then I asked her on a date. It's going good. It's it's good.
Yeah, that's
Communication is important.
ideal.
We're getting
That's
really-
ideal. Honestly, like we have been told that a lot, and for like
It
good
is not-
reason.
well, and she also, she's not like me. Like, I'm a piece of shit. The only thing that I have going for me is comedy, I guess, and it's not even going that great, you know.
Yeah.
But she has a condo. She is very funny. She's like has a nice like day job. Like, she's got her priorities straight.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's really
cool.
good.
It's
for
good
you.
because I'm like the dreamer and she's like the level-headed one.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That's a good mix. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I feel like that's what if I do date, like I don't know, I'm pretty content with where your boy's at right now. But if I do date anybody, then I feel like I'm gonna have to do that forbidden thing, and it's gonna have to be a comic because otherwise they're not gonna understand. Like we fucking obsess with this. This is always like number
one. You gotta
one.
communicate too, but it is like it's a thing that you don't have to communicate. It makes it easier when it is a comic and they just kind of know.
Yeah.
It's like when you have the same job as someone, like Roger. If Roger and I have the same job, and Roger's like, "How was your day?" and I was like, he's gonna know exactly what I was talking about because we have the same job. So it's like if you know, Paige asked me, "How did your set go?" She knows exactly what that means. You know, she gets it. Like, it was fun.
Yeah, that sounds adorable. That's perfect.
It's cool.
Yeah,
That
sounds really cool. I like that. You can bounce material off of each other. How fucking
we do. I don't. So well, it's kind of like you and me too, because we would bounce material, but I kind of sometimes would just like to surprise you with stuff, or
like I always
think
told
have
you
something
every
nailed
time
down
I couldn't hold it in. I was like, "Bro, I got to do this fucking joke."
Yeah,
and
I think you and I write differently. I think you write more than me. A lot of my writing I do on stage. Like, I'll have this half-cooked premise that I'll be anxious about, and then I get up there and I start riffing on it, and I'll get something, and then I'll do 17 mics, and then it slowly turns into something.
That's kind of. I mean,
feel like you write a fucking thing, and it's already a complete joke.
Well, like a lot of times, like with the SpongeBob thing, one of my best jokes, like I couldn't figure that out, and then I was tripping on shrooms that one night, and I was just, if anybody would have been in my house, I would look like the most crazy motherfucker because I kept yelling out the punchline in different ways, and I was like, "This is it. This is it."
When you're going over material, you just walk and talk to yourself, don't you?
Yeah, like a fucking little schizophrenic person. Yeah, if anybody
you already look homeless.
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore, buddy.
You think you don't look homeless? You think the hair was what? Like, I got a haircut. I don't look homeless.
Yeah.
We did a music video where you played
a homeless guy in a music video.
We were in.
You were an underage boy like 2 years ago.
Yeah. It was like 2 years.
It's like 2 years.
It's Jelly Roll.
Yeah, you're gonna be 30. You're gonna be 30 Sunday, and 2 years ago you were an underage boy.
You've come so far.
Yeah.
Here we are. Look at us now.
Yeah.
That was a fun.
But that was cool. So let's go back to that. We Jelly Roll. We were in the music video. And
we didn't even fucking meet him.
Oh yeah, we didn't even meet him.
He was at the studio and he was supposed to be there. He's in the music video. It's a gentleman who introduced himself to us as Maui. There's no way that's his real name, but he's like looks like Maui from Moana.
Yeah,
and he's he's Jelly Roll's bodyguard, the guy that plays the cashier at the liquor store in that music video.
Yeah, so we got the job from our boy. Jonathan
Craig.
Yeah, he messaged you if you want to do.
He messaged me and he was like, "Hey, we need somebody that looks like a sad little boy. Can you come do that?" Because the whole music video is supposed to be a bunch of people dealing with stress that go in and to a liquor store, and I represent a group of people that's like stressed out college students that are just fucking busy as shit. They're not getting the results that they want, and they're fucking stressed. I was that in college because I didn't understand ADHD or any of that shit, so I'm just like struggling, and you need a fix or whatever, so you go in and get so I represent that group of people. You represent you. So he asked me. So he asked me to do it. He was like, "We need somebody that looks young." He was like, "Do you have a recommendation for anybody that could play a homeless guy?" And I said, "Oh boy, oh boy, do I."
Yeah.
And I mentioned you, and he knew you. He was like, "I don't know." And then he was like, send me a current picture of him now.
Yeah, he's like,
So
have
we
you
took a
seen
picture,
him
he was
lately?
like, he's
The hair was
fucking-
long?
Yeah, so I sent it to him. He was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had the long hair and you you were wearing like ripped jeans and you had like an old
Yeah,
jacket.
I wore my dad's jacket.
I'm trying not to describe what you just normally wear.
Yeah. I went a little
You had
extra.
these piece of
I
shit
went
jeans
extra. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we went and did that. That was it was weird because it was during COVID. I think the dude he got on a mask during the like under his chin strap mask or something in the
Yeah.
music video maybe.
Yeah, I think he's wearing
I know
a
it was
mask
going
all
on
the
at the time. I remember the day that the music video dropped was like fucking the best day of my life because so what happened that day was. Music video dropped at noon, I believe, and me and you were like already, and we'd already planned out this set. I didn't know it was going to happen that day.
This is when you
I
tripped.
tripped. I tripped. The only time I've ever done a set on Shrooms.
That was so goddamn funny.
That was awesome.
So you do this thing when we used to do mics together. You had to come up with a set list on your phone.
Oh yeah.
When you're doing new shit or whatever, and you were tripping mushrooms, you're like, I'm gonna have my set. Well, your phone started to die, and you would send me your set list, and I would let you use my phone on stage to have it by
Yeah.
you as like a safety net. And my phone also died.
Yeah.
And so your peak mushrooms, and it was an open mic at a sports bar, but we had good crowds.
Yeah, we ran
and
that
we
mic.
kept-
It was our
I was
we were
hosting.
we were in charge of the mic. So
Yeah.
I normally had hosted that. I was like, no fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
And then I was like, tell them up front.
So that's what we did.
Yeah.
And it was the most people that stayed the whole time
yeah.
that I've ever seen. And you went up, both phones are dead. I just remember you looked around and you go, what the fuck are y'all doing in my living room?
Yeah. It's like, what are all of you fucking people doing in my living room? That was the opening joke. Then I had a joke on Easy that he had.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that set. So he had to make a
Easy night, very funny.
Yeah, very super funny guy. Yeah, so I had just a joke on his, and like, cause then I don't usually do in the room shit. And that night I had and everything was going good. And honestly, it was a really good set. It was one of my favorite sets I've ever had. I've had an open mic, anyways.
Yeah.
But everybody was really attentive.
It was good.
And
I miss those days.
yeah, no, but I was just the trip was so good because at the time we were up to like 80,000 views in like 12 hours from that music video or Jelly Roll was. Yeah, so
How
I
many
was
does it
like
have now? Like 4 million?
26 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Holy
it's got
shit.
26 million. I looked at it last week.
No one knows who the fuck we are.
Y'all mind
Yeah.
if I,
I think this is good, and I think this is a really good idea, and I'm very I'm very proud of you.
Ah, thank
I'm
you.
very
That
proud
took
of you.
a lot for
I think
you to
this is a
say
great
that.
fucking idea. We'll do
Thank you.
it.
That took a lot out of you to say that.
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah, hurt a
No,
little
I'm very
bit.
proud of you. It's a very good idea.
Thank you.
I think you'd be shit out of luck without Miles. and
Absolutely.
Roger. You'd be
These are the fucking the guys.
fucked. You don't know how to do shit.
I don't know how to do anything. I don't even know how to host this fucking podcast.
Yeah,
that
you're a terrible host.
I just got really high one day. This is how the whole
Roger
this is
and Miles,
how,
they're keeping this thing fucking afloat. You're a god awful fucking.
This is
host.
weird. So the whole reason this
Could not
came up,
stress
I was
that
just
enough.
really high one day, and I posted, the post was "Hear Me Out," a show where I go to the most haunted places in America. On mushrooms to prove that ghosts aren't real because they're fucking not. There's not anything. But
It thundered again right now.
Lightning is
Yeah.
though apparently.
I love the
lightning
allure.
is
I
super-
love the whole thing around ghosts. I love it.
Yeah, I love horror.
haunted shit. October's my favorite month. But anyway, I made that post thinking, I put my phone down and I went and did something and forgot, and I was like, oh fuck, I need to delete that post. That was stupid as fuck. Is what I was thinking. I got back to my phone and like. There's a lot of messages, direct messages like, hey, dude, I want to actually do that. And I was like, okay. Well,
Once this one comes out, I think Alex Price will be very good.
yes.
I'm honored that you picked me. I maybe will be something. on
Yeah?
this. You
Yeah,
know?
I think you will.
But I think that Alex Price.
Alex Price is a good pick. He was kind of the one. He he commented and was like, "I want to do Waverly Hills." I was like, "Brent, we're fucking."
because that's
Alex
right up
is
his
great.
alley.
Yeah,
He loves. He's a psychedelic boy. He likes.
yeah. He's really
Scary
cool.
stuff.
He's somebody we've seen before, and we were both like, "That guy is a fucking."
amazing.
That's where we
He's
want to
very
get. Yeah, And but yeah, thank you.
Well, I love you, and I'm excited to be here. And I think this is gonna be good. This will be something.
Yeah, it's been
Thank
a
you to
lot of
Miles
fun.
and Roger.
If nothing
Hell
else,
yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
It's been we've had a fun trip. We got some really good Louisiana food.
yeah. Yeah, dude, that
I
was
had some
great.
crawfish etouffee.
I had the blackened chicken
I
Alfredo.
can't, you know, my girlfriend's allergic to shellfish, so I can't usually have this is vacation. So
Yeah.
I had shellfish today. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because
Might as well
apparently,
suck some dick too. Then
what's that? We sucking dick? Hell yeah, brother.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about this.
Dan.
Yeah, Shrooms and Haunted Places is my soda by fame.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, for season 2, we're gonna smoke crack and go to theme parks.
That's a good sign off.
Yeah.
That's something.
So what's next for you?
I don't know, man.
You like it?
I'm in Huntsville.
Yeah.
I do like it. I feel like eventually I will have to
Have to
leave
move,
to
yeah.
do what I want to do. But Huntsville's growing exponentially. I am a co-producer for Epic Comedy Hour now.
Yes, very, very awesome. Me and used to work the door to Epic, and we were like, we're gonna fucking be here one day.
And some people listening, so I'm sure, are watching or whatever. Some of you don't know what the
Don't have a
Epic
clue
Comedy
what that
Hour
is. That was huge to
but
us.
some people do. Some comics
Yeah.
do. A lot of comics use the tape from Epic to get on to Conan.
Yeah.
It's a good room. It's a room loaded for comedy. It's I should probably know what day it is. It's like the fourth Friday.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Or you should, you run the mic.
What is
You're
it?
a part of the team.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's fourth Friday.
they're gonna fire me after this.
You're gonna get fired.
Yeah, it's like the fourth.
But no,
Friday
it
of
is
the
a
month.
huge deal to be doing that.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. So there's that.
See, I really love Tampa a lot.
You like Tampa?
I do.
You're gonna stay
And,
forever?
If I could, I know
I
that
think
I'm
eventually
gonna.
we'll end up in the same scene.
I think
again.
we will. Yeah, it's gonna eventually happen. I don't know if you can bring old Paige to Tampa. She's that fair skin, ain't gonna do too well
Oh,
down
dude, she
in
gets
Florida.
We lubed her up with sunscreen the other night.
bet.
Dude, it did not help. She got
Yeah.
I don't know how she got so sunburned.
Yeah.
The other night?
She's
Yeah.
The other night. Yeah.
Miles, I'll beat the shit out of
she
you.
She gets
Dang.
It was a full moon. She got fucking.
I say one goddamn word wrong. We've been recording for 2 hours. The other day, burn this mansion down.
Yeah, I like Tampa a lot. I could see myself staying there. At the
Yeah.
event.
Is that what is next for you?
Fuck, I don't know. Like, when we're gonna.
A lot of those Tampa boys have dry bar specials. You gonna try to get a dry bar special?
Yeah, you think I'm gonna do dry bar? I can't. I have zero clean material. You know that's what dry bar is. It's
It's clean material.
Yeah, it's clean.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's not gonna work for me, buddy. But yeah, it's cool. Good seeing.
I just want to.
Yeah.
I guess what's next for me is just I want to just do comedy as much as possible and get better.
Yeah,
I
same. I just
real
want to
good
do it
at
forever.
We've been doing it for 3 years. I would like to, in 5 years, be real good at
Yeah.
stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
like
same.
in 5 years from now, so 8 years total.
Yeah,
I would like to be real good at stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
and whatever that means.
yeah. Well, you're already really good,
Well,
but
I'm not.
you know that.
Well, I mean, we do okay for where we are, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's. I'm in Hunts. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna quit comedy.
yeah. We're just gonna
But
kill.
yeah, I
we're
just
gonna
want to get.
kill
I
ourselves
want to
over
get real good, like better.
it. I
wanna
know
get-
what you mean. Yeah, like this is we're in it for the long haul.
I think we're where we're supposed to be.
Well, I think we're where we're supposed to be too.
We're doing.
Yeah, I love it. I do want to kind of expand. I want to do crazy shit like this. I've got my show
Yeah,
that I've
this
been
is
writing
genius.
for
I think
5 years.
This is going to make you tens of dollars.
I think so. I think so.
This is going to be big.
Yeah, and then I don't have to give the tens to all the fucking venues that I don't
Yeah,
ask.
you got to fucking pay Miles and Roger for doing all the work.
Yeah, yeah. They'll get $3 or $4 out of those tens.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, brother.
yeah, rolling.
Cool.
But then they're just then this place is just going to take it from us when we
When they
go to court. Yeah, when they sue us.
I mean, honestly, that's the best thing that could happen to you for the first. You're like, people will watch it then, or they'll want to know about the next one at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably the best thing that could happen to them, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys want to do one more haunted thing?
Yeah, let's do spooky.
Yeah, let's do it. We can cut it in.
Let's do a little segment called Nope. So essentially, I guess for you, Brent, these are things that are they scarier than lightning for you? Is going to be what this is. So now all these things are apparently sightings that have happened to people around here, and we're just going to kind of fire it off. And you guys, if you'd be like, "Oh, I wouldn't leave the room or shit somebody else's pants," then you go,
Okay.
or bed violently shaking.
Yeah, that's a fucking nope. I don't want that. I would leave. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Take
could you
lightning. I'll take lightning.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Depends on how close that fucking
We're
lightning
skeptical
gets.
boys.
Yeah.
I don't think. But if that happened, if that motherfucker was shaking,
That'd be pretty crazy.
That was-
I'm thinking earthquake.
I would put that
I'm
up
going
there
earthquake if the bed's shaking. I'm not going ghost.
yeah, immediately my brain would try to explain it.
Yeah.
A girl floating up and looking through the window.
I've been every time.
If you saw that, would you be like, just like, oh, look at that? Or would you
No,
like, I have to leave?
I would shit probably. There's a window in the bathroom. We took a break earlier and we're tripping balls.
Yeah.
And that window. I kept picturing a girl out there floating. I don't know. I feel like also all the stories that, especially the little girls and stuff, that all the ghosts seem nice. Like I might just be like, oh
Yeah, just
like
come on
there's
in.
something.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, open the window.
How about a bassinet moving on its own? A baby bed.
Oh, baby bed. I don't want to be anywhere where a baby
Yeah.
bed is.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
wanna
true.
be
That's
anywhere
fair.
near.
No.
Hearing the little girl Kate run her fingers across the air conditioning grate.
That's
Have you heard
sweet.
that?
Yeah, you're just saying sweet things.
See? Piano playing by itself.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a glitch. There's something wrong with that piano thing. You know, it's not a ghost.
You need to call a repairman, not a
Yeah.
not a priest. Dolls being scattered.
Fuck dolls, dude. There's dolls right across the room.
All right,
Dolls
how about
scary.
if
Why
you-
are dolls so scary?
Yeah, which
Dolls and little girls are scary.
How about if you woke up in a bed in this room and there was a doll next to you that wasn't there before?
Set it on fire. I'd burn this whole place down.
That'd be pretty creepy.
Some people report feeling a kid crawling into bed with them.
Yeah, we already covered that. We're not him. No.
We covered that.
The kid's grabbing your arm.
Yeah,
Nah, not scary.
Oh, there's a very nice lady that tucks you in.
I love that.
That's great. That
Yeah.
sounds way better than lightning.
I wish I had her
want
around.
that. Can we? I
Right?
hope I get tucked in tonight. Actually,
I did undo
you wanna
that.
tuck me in?
just to
Tuck
see
me
what
in.
happened.
Into
That was
that?
you?
Yeah, that was me. That wasn't a ghost
Yeah,
that
if you
undid
feel
that.
somebody
I did.
tucking you in, it's just a ghost. It's not me. Go back to sleep. Shh. It's a ghost.
If you feel somebody blowing you later, it's that's definitely a ghost. It's not
The
me.
gay ghost. Is what it is.
Apparently out on the ground, you can hear a disembodied man screaming, "Please don't."
That's the funniest fucking one to me. No, please.
There's one more experience people have on the property. It's just hearing gunshots on the property.
Well, that happens in
Yeah,
Huntsville.
yeah. This is Louisiana, dude.
Yeah.
We fucking are
Yeah, I
big
think
Second
we're-
Amendment guys down
I think
here.
you guys gave this place a yep. Then
Yeah.
I think that's a yep.
Solid, yeah.
Roger scared me when I came in the room earlier. I nearly shot him, so I get it. I get it.
Dude, so I'm excited about putting out the promo. It's going to be fun. We had fun shooting that earlier.
Yeah.
What's going to be crazy is Mom's going to see that and she's going to just immediately still think that we're gay.
Yeah,
But no, what
everybody always
happened?
says we're a cute couple.
Well, yeah. Well, what happened was when I moved to Tampa,
Yeah.
she went to, she was like eating at 2nd and 13, and the waitress, I don't know who the fuck it was, came up and was like, "So are Brent and Zach still going to be dating?"
Yeah, they're gonna do.
Yeah,
she was like, "Are they gonna do the long distance?"
Yeah, they're
thing?
going to do the long distance thing.
Yeah, we have long distance relationships.
Yeah, so she just was, and she called me and she's like, if you are, I don't care. And I was like, oh, no. That had come out to my mom as straight. It was, it was weird.
That must have been
That's
tough.
probably the hardest conversation
The
you've
hardest
had with your mom.
conversation I ever had
Coming
to
out
my
as
mom.
not gay.
Yeah.
We should probably wrap it up. Those sweet people are trying to.
Yeah, these people are trying to go to bed. This has been, dude, I want to fucking give a huge thanks to both of my guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Miles Neff,
One
Roger
of you
Hughes.
is very helpful and talented. I'm just kidding. You're both very great.
Which one is it?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I think we got to fight.
No, this is this has been a lot of fun, and dude, thank you so much for doing
Thank you
this.
for having me.
Yep, we're gonna make out after this.